This is really God's story, and how He used a lot of different people to achieve His purpose. When we first contacted Orphan Grain Train, we weren't certain we'd be able to bring a container of goods in for our clinic in Sigeti. The reason we even have a clinic is solely to minister to people in body and spirit. Finally, with the help of our mission agent, Dai Kamisoko, we were able to do the research and get all the necessary papers. But we really had a rough time at the port. Our agent Dai spent over a month in the capital city working to get it out. By the time the container landed gently on the prepared pylons in the compound of our clinic, much of the joy had been stolen. We were ready to just open it up and look at all the wonderful things that had been sent. As we unloaded boxes and boxes and boxes of items, smiles broadened across all our faces. Hospital beds, machinery, wheelchairs, school supplies, quilts. On and on it went. But one item in there was to make a huge impact among these Muslim Manica people. We didn't even realize what the mobility carts were at first. We had to open up the box and look inside. All disassembled, we quickly worked to put one together to see what it would look like. Everyone was thrilled. But how would we figure out how to distribute them? Surely there was a need, but we had no idea how to find future recipients. Once again, Dai stepped in. He had located the president of a new organization of handicapped people right here in our town. We invited him over to the clinic to see the chair and to talk about who would best benefit from these. On the scheduled day, he showed up with an entire contingent of representatives. We quickly purchased water for everyone and talked about how all this came about and how we could bless people with this amazing gift. It was decided that he would come up with a list of those he felt needed the chairs the most. We quickly went to work on assembling some chairs to give away. We hired a couple of men from town and showed them how it went. The day we went with the first 4 chairs was pretty incredible. We had no idea, but 4 journalists had been called to cover the story. We were all interviewed, and I was able to talk about how the Lutheran mission wanted to bless these people with a gift from Orphan Grain Train, and how it all comes in Jesus' name. It turned out that our interview and the story was played over and over in this area. My husband Tim, who goes for a run every evening, was being stopped by scores of people who wanted to say thank you for what we had done. Word was everywhere. Through all the hardships and frustration of dealing with red tape, God had a very special plan, a way to show His love through the gifts of His people. The first 4 chairs were given out to adults. The next ones went to children. This lady came in with her son, literally crying with joy. She had promised her husband before he passed away that she would try and find a chair for their crippled son, but she hadn't been able to find one that she could afford. She was on her knees in gratitude. Once word got out, we began having others come with requests. One little boy was born with no legs beneath his knees. This precious angel is now mobile and ready to take on the world. Oh. He'll get it. He'll have to practice a little. Fanta had one of the worst cases of scoliosis I've ever seen. Because scoliosis is something I've had to deal with in my own life, my heart just went out to her. Her legs are like limp noodles. Now she can get herself around. The chair will help in building her upper body strength as well. We've given out most of the chairs now. We're still finding people that are in need, and we'll continue giving them away until they're done. Can you get in? This gift will change our clinic ministry in ways we could never have imagined or planned. After renovating a building loaned to us by the government of Guinea, we told God that He was going to have to lead the way, as this was something we never planned to be involved in. He has been more than faithful, and we believe He has a plan for His people here. What an amazing thing to watch God provide for His people through Orphan Grain Train in His own way and His own time.